We can take items 20 and 28 and 35 and 39 together, please, and set it for 5 minutes. And Mr. Dogg, you've got those items before us.
Oh, you're going to give me combined time?
Combined time. That's all that's left on the agenda right now. So take it as you want.
I love the Zuma Dogg 5 minutes public comment on the record. First of all, I'd like to make a request, if possible, counsel, please don't give interviews to the LA Times reporter, Jack Weiss, when I'm giving public comment. I don't think we should be giving interviews to LA Times reporters during public comment. That's what the rest of it's for.
If you could please keep to the items that are before us.
Thank you. Number 20, that is for storm drain easement for drainage purposes. I'd like to say I was downtown yesterday. The city cannot even handle a quorum's worth of rain on the street. So I'd like to say, please get these storm drains cleared. In case you noticed, it wasn't raining when I walked in for public comment on Friday. After the 3-hour dog and pony show waste parade, I walked outside afterwards and the streets were completely flooded. So again, I think #1 priority, Mayor, it's not your fault. I'm not passing blame. This problem was before the mayor got here. But we do have a problem downtown when it rains with the side street, with the streets getting puddles, and then the people are walking in the middle of the streets, and then the buses can't move and the traffic gets congested, so please do that. Let's see what else we got here. We got so many important things. What was the next one? Because you took
28.
them all out. 28? Yeah, let's see what the next item up for bid on the council's Price is Right. We've got communication for land dedication of public streets. Now here's something. The good thing about Zuma Dogg being on TV, I was down at the coffee shop a little bit ago and a staffer from the planning department, not a big official, just somebody who types stuff up, said, gee, Zuma, you gotta start looking for land dedications and tract map approvals. That's the first thing you got to do when you want to build a high density in the city. You got to dedicate the land. That's like the sidewalk. So I'd like to say, constituents, there's way too many land dedications, and I want to make sure that these land dedications that are used for tract map approvals that precede the condo conversions and the condo building are not in violation of vacancy rates. There must be 5% vacancy rate in the city before you can do any of these condo conversions and kick people out of their homes because there's no affordable housing in the street once you kick them out, and then they can't afford it. So watch these land, because what happens is they say, oh, we've got an apartment building, these land dedications, they go, wow, well, we got an apartment that's affordable and under rent control. Well, who wants to do that? So we're going to do a condo conversion, because then we don't have to stick to Ellis Act. We can kick everybody out and charge $1.5 million. But you can't sell them because nobody can afford them in this town. So then what happens is they say, oh, we're just going to rent them. We can't sell them. Sorry, $1,700. And that happens all around town, so you got to watch for these land dedications when it comes to that. Make sure you're not doing that anymore, because now you're on the record. Y'all, yeah, I'll be watching West Magnolia Valley Village for that. 31.
No, 35 is the next one.
Oh, I'm sorry, 35? You get a pass on 31. We got special event fees. No. First of all, Zuma Dogg would like to say thank you to Jack Weiss, because he's the one that brought to the attention of the special event fee waiver abuse back in 2002. And I've been blasting on it, and I'd like to say instead of 20 shady, corrupt items on here a day, now it's cut back to about 1. And this time it's NFL Draft Party. Excuse me, the NFL National Football League. These special event fee monies are supposed to be for local, community, non-profit events that do not charge admission to the public. In case, let's say, a church or community event wants to have a kids fair or something and they just don't have enough money to pay for the police and the services that it costs, so they give a little special event fee waiver, which means the city picks up the fee. But what happens is you're giving that money to the NFL. Oh, all right, well, I don't like that, y'all, so let's move on.
39 is your last one.
Where's the last one? Well, then let me go back to the...
So 39 is the last one.
Oh, 39 is the last one. Track maps, y'all. Yeah. Thank you once again to the planning person who works in the planning department who stopped me at the coffee shop and says, Zuma Dogg, you talk about so many good things. You got to start watching these track maps that come through on the agenda, because there's way too many of them coming through, more than ever. It's an avalanche, a river that runs deep of shadiness with these track maps. And I'd like to say, excuse me, Councilmember LaBonge, I know you're not listening now, so I'd like to know if all your track maps,
Sir,
do you know if they're in violation? Okay, City Council, I would like to know if Councilmember LaBonge is aware of his track maps as to whether they're in violation of vacancy rates, as to whether there's affordable housing components built in, as to whether the Ellis Act triple rotationcy rates are going to be paid off, okay? So you don't have to listen to me, but I hope that you already are listening, because you know those things. So too many track maps coming through. That's the first thing when you build these high-density condos. And people that have worked in the planning department say there's way too many coming in. And again, there's no infrastructure. So for example, you got the track maps. I don't know if this is one in the Valley Village, West Magnolia, where you got traffic impacts that haven't been completed yet. You got narrow roads, you got no sewage, the streets are overcrowded, the schools are overcrowded, the police can't enforce, and that's what's happening in the city. You got density problems. Zuma Dogg, and you're on the record, y'all.
Thank you. Just a factual correction on item 35B. The special event is being reimbursed all costs to the city by the folks who are having the special event. Wanted to put that on the record.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is closes the comment on those items. If we can open the roll on those, close the roll and tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
That is approved.